Red Death motherfucking animations, man. Let's get it. So, right. Yo, I've been meaning to make this stream for the last couple of days. Just never really had time to do it. If anything, I was gonna do this stream like in the night or some shit like that or whatever. But I'm just like, bro, no, because like, let me tell y'all something about this song. Oh my god, let me tell y'all something about this song. I'm making this right now because like, you know, I realized I only explained the story behind that song on Instagram. I never really brought it to the channel. So I might as well do it. You know, I didn't think I had to, or maybe, or whatever. Sometimes, like but you know what? It's certain reactions from like, okay, teen for example. He had y'all know how teen said he stopped talking about my shit, stop like talking about me or whatever. Like he's done. He got back to doing it. I didn't even. This song's not even about the nigga, but it's not just that. But this is just for anyone else who looked at the song and they were like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a good, what the fuck, or a bad, what the fuck. This is just for anybody that like, yo, they're looking at the lyrics like, huh? What the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, I'm not even gonna read the lyrics because like it's so much to read. I'm not even gonna read none of that shit, right? So here's the thing, right? Let me tell you the story behind it so that it's kind of like a little disclaimer, whether you've seen it or not or whatever, right? Let me tell you. So basically, the story behind this was this song was one of my first ever songs I ever made. I just remastered it back then, right? Let me tell y'all the story. So, I don't know if I told you guys this before, but before all this texting story business y'all see, all this OKKO, TKO business, before all that stuff, I think I was making music. I was rapping. I was making music and rapping. You know what I'm saying? So this is what R Zone said. Johnny Bravo is alive. Yeah, man, he's living on through me. Johnny Bravo, Johnny Bravo is living on through me. Okay, so yeah, like literally, like okay, okay. First off, none of you said that. Let me tell you why I drew me as Johnny Bravo. It's because like Johnny Bravo likes to like Johnny Bravo is horny as fuck. Johnny Bravo likes to talk to girls a lot and try to flirt with girls and shit. And he always gets slaps and all, like get like slapped for being a pervert or whatever. So Johnny Bravo, y'all see Johnny Bravo looking at Sandy Cheeks and fucking Kim Possible and shit. You know, it's kind of like that. I was trying to move on, like basically the thumbnail would tell people like this gonna be one of them little romantic horny ass songs like because this was one of the first songs I ever made. Let me tell you what like the history behind this song. So basically, I was just starting out. I was just starting out. I was making music and whatnot, and it took a little bit of time to find like what I wanted to do with it. So what happened was, um, people around me, like maybe classmates or whatever, for example, they wanted to hear more of my rapping, like not like songs. People were more interested in my rapping ability. I'm able to like freestyle off the dome. I don't even need to write. I can freestyle off the dome. I can come up with nice lyrics, etc., etc. So back then, right, there would be people that either wanted to hear me rap or they wanted to rap with me. They wanted to vibe. They wanted to get to know me more. They wanted to support me, etc., etc. People were there were obviously people that didn't fuck with my shit, didn't like my shit, because like there's haters and whatnot. I'm not really sweating that, but our zone said I can't blame him, and I have a lust for Blue Diamond, but Greg got a piece of that. Yeah, what the you know what I mean, right? Like okay. What you just said, I'm gonna really address comments like that because like this is where we're alike. What you said sounds like some shit I would say, But look, okay, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that for the people that might not, understand, because, I didn't think I had to explain this, but people like Teen from North Georgia, like that nigga, he got no common sense. He don't really understand humor, but I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So basically, right, when I did make songs back then, obviously everyone that makes songs, like when they start out, their music is hot ass, is garbage. The the quality is bad, the rapping is trash because you're just starting out. But forget about that. What happened was, there was a certain period of time, right? I was getting better. I was getting better, and I had friends that that okay, yo, I was hanging out with certain people, and they gave me ideas, and I had some female friends and whatnot, and you know, one by one, they wanted me, they literally wanted me to make a song about them. So okay, so first it started out with one girl. This was a girl that I went to prom with or whatever. We were just friends, but obviously she knew, like, I was saying, like, I was low key flirting with her and whatnot. So we had a little thing going on. We weren't officially going out though. But I'll tell you this, in that prom, bro, I was getting it, bro. She was getting it on, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, in prom, bro, I was getting it in prom. And because that was kind of like how that was our little dynamic, me and the girl, right? Me and the girl, while we weren't going out, she knew, I felt some, and she knew how guys were. When she didn't mind me flirting. She didn't mind me just playing around or whatever. She didn't give a fuck. If anything, if it was to the point, right? Some of these girls I was friends with, it was to the point where if I didn't talk to them a certain way, if I didn't joke around with them in a certain way, if I didn't kind of like flirt or do things like that, they'll they'll start to like ask me questions like, "Are you okay?" or some other shit. Like they'll start asking me questions like, no, they'll try to bait me into flirting with them because they're so used to it and shit like that. Because it's kind of like that's what they want. If they didn't want it, they would tell me type shit. The Devil Star, and he knows how to destroy everyone. Every girl I wanted, red ticket. I'm dead as fuck. Yeah, and that's part of where TKO gets personality from, and how he gets all these girls in his group chats or whatever. Like it's kind of like that. So basically, right after one girl had a song for her, right, months later, the next girl in the group wanted a song. The next girl in the group wanted a song. I even asked this girl, like, and no, I'm not gonna say her name because it's personal. But I even asked this girl, like, "Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want me to do this?" Cause she kept on insist, bro. It's like the girl insisted. The girl insisted I make a song about. Like the girl literally insisted. So I said, okay." In less than 24 hours, bro, I dropped that, bro. I make that shit. I dropped that shit. People were giving me compliments. It was like I was getting mixed opinions, but the song was doing so well. But I was getting like mixed opinions. But after some time, people started to actually like understand. People started to grow, like it was growing on certain people after a little while. So basically what happened was, when I first dropped the song, here's an amalgamation of everyone's like commentary on it. So you have this one side. I'm gonna just get to the bad part, and then I'll get to the good part. There was just one side of people. They were probably like hearing it like, "What the fuck is this? What is this? Your ass. What is this?" It was that crowd of people. People, and these are people that like basically the song was doing popular or whatever, and there was this crowd that was like, "Yo, what is this? This is hot ass garbage. Stop. Drop the mic." People like that. And then there was this other side. They were saying, "Yo, the quality is improving Oh my god, the quality's improving. Oh my god, it's catchy as fuck. This is low key a banger. All I listen to is this shit or whatever. And they weren't capping. They literally proved it. Like, let's say I make some other songs or whatever. I would look at them, skip those songs, and only listen to that one song because that's how much they like it. So that's how I knew they weren't capping. They weren't just trying to make me feel better or whatever. They were actually being dead ass. Like, out of a lot of the songs I made, they only go to that song because that song is that good. That song is that good. The girl I made it for, she really appreciated it. She started treating me special and all that stuff like that. We were just friends though. We were just friends, but she knew like, she knew me like that type shit, So like, yeah, and I'm gonna be real, right? And like to this day we're kind of like friends and whatnot. You know, like to this day. That's how good our friendship is, you know. And then there's times where like I'm in a situation, right? Maybe I'm in a fight. Maybe I'm in a situation where I'm arguing with somebody or roasting them or fighting them. This girl I made a song on, she will always defend me. She'll always be on my side. If there's people talking shit about me or my music behind my back, because people are pussy, this girl, she has shown me she will stick up for me. That's how much she gives a fuck about me. That's why I made a song, right, about that girl, for example. Like, the song you heard is not the song. I'm gonna get to that part. But I'm saying this isn't the only song. It's just the song that I'm mentioning right now. I wish I can show you guys or remaster it, but it's way too specific. It has a lot of names in it, and I can't edit all that shit out. I can't really edit that, so I'd rather not show it. The the song that I did show, I didn't have to edit that much because there wasn't many names on it. So, yeah. Arzone said, I can't lie, it reminded me a little bit at ATKO because he has to break the fourth wall and win a battle, but I pity him sometimes without use that move. That is everyone. Yeah, like literally. So basically, yeah. So because the like basically the people that called it ass back then, which it was like, if I had to try to give you a percentage of the haters and the fans, I would say it was like 40% haters and 60% fans. The haters, their main argument was like, yo, like it was the content matter, what I was talking about. They didn't say it sounded like ass. They just didn't like that. Yo, the song is about this girl. The song is about this girl's ass or some shit. And I can see what they're talking about, but my thing is, right? The song wasn't meant to be taken seriously. It was just like a little joke. It's how I talk to them, like as a joke. Like you're just playing around. I thought people would catch on to that and just treat it like a joke. Because if you go on YouTube right now and look up like funny ass parody songs, maybe there's a song about somebody saying the hard R. I mean, yeah, the hard R, you know, someone talking about, black people, Mexicans, stuff like that. People look at those songs and they don't take those songs seriously because they know it's a joke. They know it's a joke. So no one like, yo, this is ass. No one says that because the song is not meant to be like, mainstream worthy. It's not meant to be a radio hit. It's just a song that's on YouTube and is meant to be laughed at. You know, I even remember in the classroom, like sometimes there would be a hater trying to get under my skin. I would check their ass in front of the teacher and tell everybody, just in case anybody had something to say, I would tell everybody the song was a joke. Everybody was on hush mode. They did all, but they didn't want to laugh when I started talking. They didn't want to laugh at me when I was talking. I had to shut everybody up. Now look, my teacher had to tell me straight up on the side, like when the class was over type shit. The teacher would have to pull me to the side, like, yo, when you put yourself out there, this is kind of what happens. You gotta learn how to deal with the hate. You gotta learn how to deal with it. If this happens again, I'm gonna have to write you up. Stuff like that. Boy, hey, I said what I had to say that day. I moved the fuck on. It's kind of like that. So, Red, that is everyone. One little song that they got a contact. Yeah, people usually get unexpected results. Yeah, but like, and like everything I'm saying, that's just the beginning. As time went on, people actually wanted more. It grew on people. It's kind of like Whole Lotta Red. When Whole Lotta Red from Playboy Cardi dropped, I was one of the first people to actually fuck with the album. Like I didn't hate the album. But if I go in the comment section, I'll see people, yo, this album is trash. Playboy Cardi fell off. Oh my god. And then a week later, a month later, suddenly everybody is a Cardi fan now. But wasn't they just talking shit in December? Now in January, is a vamp. Everybody's a Playboy Cardi fan. Come on now. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. It just took time for people to understand like art. Sometimes it takes time for people to understand something, you know? I don't know if you even heard of the album, but I'm just saying it's a little example. A little example for like a mainstream, all that. So yeah. Um but my thing now like moving on from that song, this is where the song you heard comes out. The next female friend that it was pretty good to me, right? She wanted a song, and I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I didn't want anyone to feel like disrespected or left out, you know. And it was easy content, so I just did it, you know. I just made it or whatever. So when I made that, I don't know, like basically how I make this shit. Okay, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. It's like you have to enjoy it. You have to really fuck with it and enjoy that shit. You have to actually want to make it. You have to actually feel like it. You shouldn't make it just because like somebody told you to or whatever. You shouldn't make it because like you were forced to. No. I mean, like, okay, obviously you need consent, you need permission, but I'm saying like in general, like if you yourself don't want to do it, you don't gotta do it. It's all up to you, you know. And it's like the Mario Bros. Movie new newser, and people take it out of context and put some BS on it later on. Everybody calls them exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But my thing is about people that like when they hate on something and then they start loving it a month later. I just want them to take accountability. Like I want them to say, a month ago, I was talking all that shit about the album, you know. A month ago, I was talking all that shit about the song, but I turned around, I love it. People have too much pride. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to say, yo, I feel retarded for having this opinion last month without giving the song like time to marinate. You know, people want to act like they were day one fans. Day one, these nuts, all right? Day one, these nuts. Ain't no damn day one. You're just a dick writer, a Cardi clone. Like, fuck out of here. Like, that's why nowadays everybody a Cardi clone. Like, bro, you're not gonna be Playboy Cardi. Fuck out of here. You're not gonna be Playboy Cardi. Be yourself. You're not a vamp. You're not about that shit. Be yourself. I don't give a fuck. When I made those jokey, like funny ass songs, I was just being myself, nigga. It's better than pretending to be a motherfucking Pyru or some shit. Fuck that. Better than that shit. Niggas dying every day in Chirac and shit. Oh, so it's cool to get shot now. Okay. Like, come on now. I had to check so many niggas, and like half these niggas were athletes. But I'm like, you better put your hands on me. I'll kick your ass out of the goddamn football team. Fuck, nigga. And they got mad quiet. Ooh, they got mad quiet. They got mad. Oh my god. You wasn't talking all that shit then. You weren't talking all that shit then, nigga. A whole year later, everybody want to play buddy buddy with me. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm like, come on now. I ain't, bro, come on. Come on now. I ain't fucking with that fake shit. Greg, I hate this movie, Josh. I love the movie. Few months later, Josh, I love the movie. Greg, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm like. Like you see, that's why I fuck with you. This is exactly why. This is exactly why I fuck with you. This is that like you get it. You get it. You get it. You get it. Um. But obviously, like the views are slowly coming up for the song. I don't know if it's gonna keep going like this or not. I'm just saying this because like I did the same thing years ago when I started dropping okay. Sis, I think you're a longtime fan. You remember, season two, the season two era. I did that expose like Kitty expose, and all you saw was hate comments or whatever. So then I was getting so much hate on that video. I had to drop a live stream explaining everything. Literally, this is like what, 2018? I had to literally drop a live stream. I did not think I had to do that. I thought everybody understood like that's my sense of humor. But there were little ass kids in my comments like, yo, this is bad. This is terrible. You need to stop. Oh my God. That's not how the characters talk. Stop cursing in the video. Oh my God, my childhood is ruined. When I made that live stream, everybody shut up. Like, I didn't think I had to make that stream for everybody to just stop bitching. I did not think I had to make the live. I literally, and this shit is still up, bro. Like I'm telling you, the dislikes were up, the comments were bad. When I made that live stream, everything turned around. But and I look, I'm really thankful for that. But it's the fact that I had to make a fucking live stream when I could be doing some other shit. Like come on now. Come on. Like you have to make so a nigga has to make an hour long live stream explaining a 3 minute video. Come on now. Come on now. It's like a fed. We hate this and later come around and be like, oh, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God. Like, yeah. But now look, I will give people credit back then, right? It wasn't just me. There were other people back then dropping shit, like music. They were getting roasted harder than me. You know, they were saying people in general around the school or whatever, they were dropping trash ass music or whatever. I was I think I was one of the few people actually started to warm up to or whatever. Me, this other guy who was in a group, other guy who was like a year older than me or whatever. I don't know where he at now, but yeah, it's whatever. But at the time, we were one of the few people that were the main topic of conversation, you know. So it's just like it's a little like basically, bro, like it's a little tricky. It's a little like bro, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. Um, yeah, like bro, it's crazy. So I wasn't so it's kind of ironic, right? It was around it. So it's like basically for a time frame, right? Those videos you've seen in 2018, those episodes I made, I was also making like music around that time, and it's kind of like that. So yeah. So yeah. Now on to the press. So okay. So basically this song, right? So like I said, everything is not everything in the song is not meant to be taken seriously. Everything in the song is meant to be a joke. It's a joke, it's a funny ass joke, and etc. etc. If people have some kind of like, weird reaction, they just don't understand like humor. They don't really understand humor and whatnot, you know. So this is for the people that don't really understand that shit. This is for the people that don't really understand that. I'ma just say that. I can understand. I hate to kill Rose Diamond, but I slowly understand why he would have this feeling. He have to be challenging him and try to take his crown away. You have to keep that evil. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. You know. So yeah, and like, oh my God, like AC Teen, like Teen is like my biggest fan. That nigga said after the beef, that nigga said he was gonna stop reacting to my shit and talking about my shit. The dude just couldn't stop. The dude just can't get enough of me, bro. Pause. Like, right, like like this nigga is a dick rider. This nigga, I mean, look, in his little reaction, he only said two things. He didn't insult me. He didn't like come on, bro. He like I knew it, bro. I knew exactly what he was doing. I knew it, bro. I know exactly what he's doing. Like, oh, but if I make a crazy response, oh my god, he's gonna start getting all emotional. Oh my god, like shut the fuck up, bro. Oh my god, I would have say certain things right now, but I can't. Like YouTube is gonna be on my dick about that. Like I'm not trying to do that. Like oh my god, man, holy, holy, holy. Mm. I remember, I remember there was this. Nah, wait, should I talk about that? Should I talk about that? Oh, it was so okay. Okay, this like a little side thing. Like it, but it kind of adds to my point. So 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 basically, right? Let me see. So I was in so like years ago, right? I was in like this like rap beef with this guy who also made music or whatnot, and we didn't like hate each other. It was just a little clout thing, right? And I remember in the beginning of the beef, there was this random girl in my comment section. This on Instagram, by the way. There's this random girl in my comment section just talking mad shit about my music and my rapping or whatever. After the beef was over and me and the rapper kind of made up or whatever, this same bitch was trying to ride my dick. I had to curse that bitch out, and she didn't say nothing ever since. The rapper was dying, and like that, but that girl was on his side, and he's laughing at her now. This is exactly what like fucking dick riders, bruh. Like I don't fuck with that fake shit. It's fucking dick riders, bro. I swear. Hating them niggas, man. Like you is just this, bro. This random girl I never met before. She was talking all that shit. After everything turned around, she wanna act like she was a fan. Bitch, take your ass back to the strip club or whatever the fuck you was at. Get off my fucking comment section with that nonsense. I'm not trying to deal with that. Like, come on, bro. I'm sorry if I sound like a big nerd, HD. Wish we. Oh yeah, happy 4th of July to you, man. Apparently, yesterday was one of the hottest days in history or some shit. Like what? It didn't feel that hot to me because it felt like a normal day, but hey, I don't know. But like apparently, it was scorching hot outside yesterday, and I'm just heat tolerant. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. But for anyone that doesn't understand what I'm talking about, uh, press, press, uh, press the video, like my newest video, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Just remember the song, and plus that was one of my first ones too. Excuse me, I literally just remastered it because the original it had shitty quality. It had shitty quality. It sounded like it was recorded on a Nokia or whatever. So I don't know. The quality was dog shit, so I had to make it way better now. The song was from years ago. I'm talking, I was young as shit. I was young as hell, but I kind of experienced more now, so I know how to make things sound clearer, way clearer and better and whatnot. So the song is remastered. You know, I was surprised I still had the files for it. I had certain files, and I was able to literally repiece the song together, make it sound like it's fresh and brand new. I was surprised. I'm like, bro, I still have this shit. Like, wow, that's crazy. But yeah, it's all whatever, bro. It's whatever. Now, I'm not saying recently I've been getting a lot of hate for this song. I haven't really been getting a lot of hate, but I'm just saying, like, just in case, because I'm not trying to deal with that bullshit. I'm making this live stream just in case people in general, like, what the fuck am I listening to? Like, no, I'm not trying to hear that right now. No. But I really think the ones that actually listened to it already and liked it and whatever. And if you haven't pressed the like button yet, go ahead and do it. We going up from here. Yeah. It's gonna be more on the way. There's gonna be more on the way. Okay, let me give y'all a little hint. Since this for anybody that's still here right now, right? Let me give you a little hint of what the next drop is gonna be, right? There's gonna be a little hint with the next song. So what happened was this song is not old. It's old, but it's not old. The actual idea of the song is old, but I haven't made the song yet. Why? Around that time, I kind of changed my style and whatnot because I was kind of collabing with people and whatnot. But then some shit went down, and we kind of had to cancel certain things, and I kind of switched things up. Okay, so basically what happened was, with I was basically like, it was like a little group or whatever. Um, but bullshit went down, and like whether you're in high school or college or whatever, the freshmen they think that they run shit. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. So I was in a group, and we were doing our thing, but fucking freshmen and shit wanna start thinking they're tough as fuck or whatever. So we had to deal with that. But because of that, we kind of got in some trouble. We kind of got in some trouble. Shit went down or whatever, and it kind of affected the music. So we went our separate ways, but we're still fucking with each other. At least most of us are. But I went my separate way. They went their separate way. I and like that actually helped me out more. What I did around that time, I was dropping like freestyles and shit off the dome, but I was also rapping the different kinds of beats and developing different like flavors and shit, flavors and sounds and whatnot. But I was developing so much stuff. I couldn't go back to the you know the early shit because it would kind of mess it up. So those old ideas I had for songs or whatever, I kind of scrapped it because I was kind of evolving. I was kind of growing up and evolving, so I didn't want to bring back old shit, you know. I didn't want to bring it back. So I was kind of evolving and whatnot. So it's kind of like what Cardi is doing too. It's kind of like what Cardi is doing. Cardi, he had a high pitched voice, but he's now doing low pitch stuff. He don't want high pitched stuff that much no more, cause it will mess things up for him. He's trying to get people to be used to low pitch Cardi now, so it's kind of like that. But why I'm bringing it back is because it's a process. I'm gonna roll shit out, see what happens, and yeah. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a little process. I see that people try to be tough dudes, try to be exactly want to be alpha males and shit. Want to be alpha males. They're just little ass freshmen. And what happened was because I had like a lot of friends or whatever, like a lot of people that kind of respected me and listened to my shit. When those freshmen tried to do some shit, like everybody was on their ass. Everybody had to humble their ass. And it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. Those freshmen were after. Those freshmen were trying to pick fights with everybody. That's what I mean when I say they were trying to be tough. They were trying to be alpha. They was trying to start beef with anybody or whatever. You know, I just happened to be like one of the unlucky few that had to deal with that and get in trouble or whatever. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. Um. So my thing is, yeah, wanna be ass freshmen and shit. Like they can eat a dick. They can eat a dick. Um, try to be buddy buddy. Like, come on now. Oh my god. But yeah. From what now, let me tell y'all something. Right, around this, like basically around the same year as all that drama went down, the girl that I made a song with. Let me tell you something. This is gonna be more of like a female moment. let me educate y'all, right? Let me tell y'all, so this is where things went wrong with me and that girl. And it was one of the dumbest situations ever, you know. And let me tell you, ooh, like when I tell you this shit, when I tell you everything, you're gonna be surprised as fuck, right? It's gonna be okay. So this is around summertime. This is around summertime. No, 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 no. It was heading into summer break. It was heading into summer break. And what happened was, the girl, she was on live. She was on like she was shooting a live stream with her little friend. And the girl that I'm mentioning, we weren't really in the same school or whatever, but we knew each other from middle school. So, but the friend that she was with, nigga, we shared classes together. I mean, at least one class. We didn't talk. We weren't friends. We didn't know each other like that. I just saw her around. We were in the same class, you know. So I hopped on the stream to check, the friend out, to check her out. Cause I'm like, if my friend is on live, why would I not check her out, right? So I had to check her out on live, and her friend is there, and I was just minding my business, vibing. I was just vibing with the girl that's my friend, right? And um, I was vibing, playing around, joking around, all that stuff you heard in the song. That's kind of how I was talking. The friend was talking shit on stream. Now I will let me disclose certain things from that stream, from that live stream. Both of them, they were apparently sober high. Now I don't smoke, so I didn't know what the fuck that meant back then. I still don't fully understand it. Sober high. They were sober high on the live stream. Okay, let's just disclose that. I don't know what the fuck. What is sober high? Hey, I don't know. That's just their words, not mine. I don't know. So basically, like, right. Let me tell you what happened. Um, so the girl that I'm not friends with, she began talking shit. She began talking shit, whether it was about my looks or some other shit, right? And I wasn't like replying. I wasn't responding at first. For 5 to 10 straight minutes, I just let her talk shit, thinking that it was gonna be over, like or whatever. I tried to just not be petty or whatever. But I don't know what that girl's problem was. She just kept talking shit. She kept on repeating like I'm trying to fully remember. It was something like um give me a second. I think like I think it was kind of like, you know how you're in a club? Like, just imagine you're in a club and you have your own section. And if you don't want someone in that section, you might tell them to go the other way, go that way, go over there. Like, all the broke boys, go over there. If you a bum, if you a broke boy, go over there. If you a broke boy, stay over there or whatever. She kept on repeating that shit. Like she was trying to sound like a city girl when she was doing that. Like, the city girls, she was, she was trying to sound like a city girl when she did that shit. So then I get to responding because like she won't stop talking shit. She won't shut the fuck up. So I start to respond and I check her ass. I literally had to check that bitch. When I started talking, she was so. Imagine somebody is roasting you for 10 straight minutes and you're not saying shit because you're trying to be the bigger person, but it's not working. So then you start doing what they're doing. Oh, now they want to stop talking. Now they want to stop talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But what happened was when she stopped talking, right? I got a little too carried away. I got a little too carried away. I was too pissed. So what happened was, after she piped the fuck down, I told that girl, yo, when you see me in class the next day, keep that same energy. That's exactly what I told her. I was that mad, but she took it the wrong way. She thought I meant like I want to fight. No, I meant like keep the same. Okay, let me tell you what that means. Keep the same energy means like whatever shit you got going on, like whatever shit you was doing before, don't stop doing it in person when you see me, right? So in this case, I was trying to tell her roast me in person and see what happens. Cause I'm better. See, I don't like roasting on the internet because I'm way better in person. So I was like, because usually, look, I have a history of checking people in person in the classroom and outside the classroom. So I told that, and I bet she know that. I told that girl, this is the internet. You're behind a screen. When we're in person, keep that same energy. Say that shit to me in front of everybody in class and see if I don't check you there too. Cause I don't like that internet bullshit. That's exactly what I meant. But I guess she took it the wrong way and she thought I wanted to fight or whatever. By the way, did the fight happen? No. I don't know why it just didn't happen. I thought it would happen, but I remained untouched. Okay, I remained untouched. But that's part of what I'm about to get at right now. So basically, right, um, yada yada yada. Now this is where my female friend went wrong, right? This is where my female friend, she started like slowly but surely, my female friend started to defend that girl. I've known her longer. I've did more shit for her. She did a lot for me too. It wasn't just a one way thing. We helped each other out. We we did this and that and the third. I knew that girl. Like literally, I knew her longer than the girl she was standing right next to on that live stream. What did she do? Nigga, she defended her. And that was a common issue I had with her in general. It wasn't just that situation. Because, no one's perfect. Every friend you have has their fair share of issues. Your job is to communicate those issues and address them. I was doing that. So it was a common theme. Every time I'm arguing with somebody, and mainly it's with niggas. I mainly argue or beef with niggas. Even then, right? That female friend, she's always criticizing me. Not roasting me, not standing against me. She's never on my side type shit. It doesn't matter, like those people could be starring with me. She's never on my side. The first girl I made a song on, she always defends me, even when I tell her not to. But that's just how much that girl cares about me. The second girl, oh no. That second girl never defends me. Never. But she's quick to defend a girl that she only met 1 year ago. I knew this girl since middle school. I knew this girl since like sixth, seventh grade. She wanted to defend this bitch that she knows since like ninth or some shit. Come on now. Come on now. That's exactly what I so yeah. So and that's what I'm talking about. But it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better when I continue. This is just the bad part. This is just the bad part. So basically, um, yeah. So what happened was I I wasn't being a pussy. I told her what the issue is on that live and on FaceTime. It was both live. Okay, the drama caused her to end the live. And I wanted to see, yo, since that other girl thinks we're beefing, I want to see what she's trying to do. Like, what she trying to do? So I went on FaceTime. I went on the female friend's FaceTime to talk to that other girl. So I tried to ask what she's trying to do. She was like, you're gonna know when you know. You're gonna know when you know. I kept on pressing her about that. Like, no, tell me. Why can't you tell me? I'm not gonna snitch. What you trying to do since you're that pressed? She said she was gonna jump me, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen the next day, cause she was just talking shit. She was just talking shit. It didn't happen. I thought it was. But the bitch was capping because what did I say in the beginning? They were sober high. So I guess that's what comes with it. I don't know. Like when people are drunk, for example, they might do things that they're gonna regret because they're drunk. When they get sober, they look back at like, what? I did that? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, I guess. But hey, what happened? So like basically, right? Um, but I was unhappy with the female friend, and I don't like when people cut each other off and drop each other silently. I like to talk, like, I like to communicate with the person what I want to do. I want to tell them if I want to drop them, if I want to cut them off. I don't want to just silently do it and not say it to their face. I feel like that's pussy. So I'll say it to their face, like, look, I don't think we should be friends anymore, and this is why, or whatever. And when I tell you her reaction, that bitch was pissed. That bitch was pissed. She tried to argue with me. We ended up fucking blocking each other or whatever. And this was several years ago. Now we fast forward to 2023. We fast forward to several years later. We blocked each other, so she had to go she had to DM me on my other account, but I barely used that other account. So when I saw it, man, I saw that shit 1 to 2 months late. She wanted to know what was my problem that day. She was curious, quote unquote, curious. She wanted to know. I told her everything. Oh, now her reaction was different. Now she want to get all rational. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's very unfortunate. That's so sorry I said that. I put you through that. But I don't think that you should be emotional about that anymore. It's 2023. That was so long ago. Oh my God. I see that you were just defending yourself now. I'm sorry for my actions. Stuff like that. Like, come on. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, right? Over the years, I made that song. I made that song about her private. I put that shit on private after that, cause like, why the fuck am I gonna put a song out? I don't even fuck with you no more. I don't like you no more. So I made that shit private years ago. Whatever. 2020, she come back apologizing. Like, bro, what the fuck? You know, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. So it took you several years to come around and see the errors of your ways. Like what the bro? This is exactly why. This is not just a her problem. A lot of people are like this. A lot of people act like this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's not just a her problem. It's a people problem. This is why I don't like people. This is why I don't like people. Like, come on now. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now, are me and the girl still friends? No. I just don't like her like that no more. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. She even told me why she became friends with me in the first place. And like it was actually a very good reason. But she defeated her own logic when she defended that girl on that live stream that day. And then proceeded to block me. You know, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So basically, that's part of the reason why in this new remastered song, her name is not mentioned. I edited it out, censored all the stuff. I didn't want no personal bullshit on there. All the names were removed, everything. And the song comes out like this. That's one of the reasons why I did it like that. That's one of the reasons. So there y'all have it. There y'all have it with that. And yeah. So, Greg, care father, later, Greg. I'm dead. I'm dead as fuck. It's exactly what I'm talking. So yeah, that was a nice little story time or whatever you call that. Like that was a nice little story time, I guess. Like, come on now. Like, and you see, now as a guy, our zone, as men, right? If we threaten people like that on FaceTime, we can't take that back. If we threaten to jump somebody and we don't do it, we're gonna get jumped. We're gonna get shot. This female can talk all that reckless shit and cap and still have her head on her shoulders. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Shit like this. That's the only reason why that girl talked tough that day. Cause she knew nobody's gonna touch her cause she's a girl. This is exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, right, like right, like look, at the end of the day, the bitch is gonna bitch. That's also what the girl that apologized told me. Let the bitch bitch. Bitches are gonna bitch. Let the bitch bitch. Bitches are gonna bitch. Oh my god. It is exactly what I'm talking about. She was like, that day she apologized, she was like, no, why couldn't you ignore her? Let the bitch bitch. The bitch is gonna bitch. Oh, holy. Like, I see what she's saying, but it's just bullshit. But it's how it is. It's how it is, but it is bullshit. Doesn't make no damn sense, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Um, yeah. So honestly, man, I didn't even want to make this stream. I didn't want to make this stream, but I'm just saying, every time I try something new and experiment, all these reactions. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. Okay, I'm telling you what it is. I don't want to hear nothing after that. Mm-mm. So yeah. Um. So I really thank everybody, especially you, R Zone, for sticking around and hearing this out. Like, comment, support the song, share with your friends, etc. And there will be more on the way. And all my links are in the description. You already know. And yes, season 7 of my show is dropping. I don't know when, but it's gonna come. I just want to get these experimental videos out the way. Then I'll see what I gotta do. After that, season 7 is on the way since a lot of people want to see it. Hey, yeah. So y'all already know. Don't think I'm over with it. I'm just trying some things out. But season 7 is definitely on the way. You already know. Signing out. Signing out. If you guys still want to get in contact with me, y'all already know where I'm at. See y'all around. Peace out.